So, meine Lieben, was ein schöner Montag war. Ein bisschen zu lang geschlafen. Ein bisschen kalt gemacht. Ja, so genau die eine. Aber der ist gut gelaufen. Dann ist die Frau eine E-Mail rausgeschickt. Ja. Other than that, ich bin heute Nachmittag noch 6 Liter gegangen mit dem Fino mit dem Jan. Das war natürlich auch mega cool gewesen. Und jetzt ist mir auch so klar geworden, so, hey, du kannst noch so viel Geld machen, aber wenn du dir nicht Zeit nimmst für die kleinen, für die schönen Sachen im Leben, dann bedeutet das alles nichts. Und deshalb habe ich das Gefühl gefunden, bin ich einfach am 4 abgehauen von die Heime, 34. Bin in die Stadt gegangen und mit den Bögen geschaut, mit dem Film mit dem Jan. Und ja, dann bin ich noch zum Juni geschrieben und Event für den Donnerstag organisiert. Ja. Das war gut. Anyways, jetzt kommen wir zu Bible Study. Und ja, in dieser spannenden Zeit geht es weiter. Und zwar mit der Bibel. Und ich lese jetzt einfach mal los. Und zwar geht es weiter bei Job 10. Job frames his plea to God. I am disgusted with my life. Let me complain freely. My bitter soul must complain. I will say to God, don't simply condemn me. Tell me the charge you are bringing against me. What are you gaining by oppressing me? What do you reject me, the work of your own hands, while smiling on the schemes of the wicked? Are your eyes like those of a human? Do you see things only as people see them? Is your lifetime only as long as ours? Is your life so short that you must quickly probe for my guilt and search for my sin? Although you know I am not guilty, no one can rescue me from your hands. You formed me with your hands, you made me, yet you completely destroyed me. Remember that you made me from dust. Will you turn me back to dust so soon? You guided my conception and formed me in the womb. You clothed me with skin and flesh, and you knit my bones and sinews together. You gave me life and showed me your unfailing love. My life was preserved by your care, yet your real motive, your true intent, was to watch me, and if I sinned, you would not forgive my guilt. If I am guilty, too bad for me. And even if I'm innocent, I can't hold my head high, because I'm filled with shame and misery. And if I hold my head high, you hunt me like a lion and display your awesome power against me. Again and again, you witness against me. You pour out your growing anger on me and bring fresh armies against me. Why then did you deliver me from my mother's womb? Why didn't you let me die at birth? It would be as though I had never existed, going directly from the womb to the grave. I have only a few days left, so leave me alone, that I may have a moment of comfort before I leave, never to return. For the land of darkness and utter gloom, it is a land as dark as midnight, a land of gloom and confusion, or even the light as dark as midnight. Job 11. Zophar's first response to Job. Then Zophar, the Naamathite, replied to Job, "Shouldn't someone answer this torrent of words? Is a person proved innocent just by a lot of talking? Should I remain silent while you babble on? When you mock God, shouldn't someone make you ashamed? You claim, 'My beliefs are pure, and I am clean in the sight of God.' If only God would speak. If only he would tell you what he thinks. If you would tell you the secrets of wisdom. For true wisdom is not a simple matter. Listen, God is doubtless punishing you far less than you deserve. Can you solve the mysteries of God? Can you discover everything about the Almighty? Such knowledge is higher than the heavens. And who are you? Is it deeper than the underworld? What do you know? Is it broader than the earth and wider than the sea? If God comes and puts a person in prison or calls to court order, who can stop him? For he knows those who are false, and he takes notes of all their sins. An empty-headed person won't become wise, any more than a wild donkey can bear a human child. If only you would prepare your heart and lift up your hands to him in prayer. Get rid of your sins and leave all iniquity behind you. Then your face will brighten with innocence, and you will be strong and free of fear. You will forget your misery. It will be like water flowing away. Your life will be brighter than the noonday. Even darkness will be as bright as morning. Having hope will give you courage. You will be protected and will rest in safety. You will lie down unafraid, and many will look to you for help. But the wicked will be blinded. They will have no escape. Their only hope is death. Job 12. Job's speech. A response to Zophar. Then Job spoke again. You people really know everything, don't you? And when you die, wisdom will die with you. Well, I know a few things myself, and you're no better than I am. Who doesn't know these things you've been saying? Yet my friends laugh at me, for I call on God and expect an answer. I am a just, a blameless man. Yet they laughed at me. People who are at ease mock those in trouble. They give a push to people who are stumbling, but robbers are left in peace. And those who provoke God live in safety, though God keeps them in his power. Just ask the animals, and they will teach you. Ask the birds of the sky, and they will tell you. Speak to the earth, and it will instruct you. Let the fish in the sea speak to you, for they all know that my disaster has come from the hand of the Lord. For the life of every living thing is in his hand, and the breath of every human being. The ear tests the words it hears, just as the mouth distinguishes between foods. Wisdom belongs to the aged, and understanding to the old. But true wisdom and power are found in God. Counsel and understanding are his. What he destroys cannot be rebuilt. When he puts someone in prison, there is no escape. If he holds back the rain, the earth becomes a desert. If he releases the waters, they flood the earth. Yes, strength and wisdom are his. Deceivers and deceived are both in his power. He leads counselors away, stripped of good judgment. Wise judges become fools. He removes the royal robe of kings. They are led away with ropes around their waist. He leads priests away, stripped of status. He overthrows those with long years in power. He silences the trusted advisors and removes the inside of the elders. He pours this grace upon princes and disarms the strong. He uncovers mysteries hidden in darkness. He brings light to the deepest gloom. He builds up nations, and he destroys them. He expands nations, and he abandons them. He strips kings of understanding and leaves them wandering in a pathless wasteland. They grope in the darkness without a light. He makes them stagger like drunkards. Job 13. Job wants to argue his case with God. Look, I've seen all this with my own eyes and heard it with my own ears, and now I understand. I know as much as you do. You are no better than I am. As for me, I would speak directly to the Almighty. I want to argue my case with God Himself. As for you, you smear me with lies. As physicians, you are worthless quacks. If only you could be silent. That's the wisest thing you could do. Listen to my charge. Pay attention to my arguments. Are you defending God with lies? Do you make your dishonest arguments for His sake? Will you slant your testimony in His favor? Will you argue God's case for Him? What will happen when He finds out what you're doing? Can you fool Him as easily as you fool people? No, you will be in trouble with Him. If you secretly slant your testimony in His favor, does His majesty terrify you? Doesn't your fear of Him overwhelm you? Your platitudes are as valuable as ashes. Your defense is as fragile as a clay pot. Be silent now and leave me alone. Let me speak, and I will face the consequences. Why should I put myself in mortal danger and take my life in my own hands? God kill me, but I have no other hope. I'm going to argue my case with Him. But this is what will save me. I am not godless. If I were, I could not stand before Him. Listen closely to what I'm about to say. Hear me out. I've prepared my case. I will be proved innocent. Who can argue with me over this? And if you prove me wrong, I will remain silent and die. Job asks how he has sinned. O God, grant me these two things, and then I will be able to face you. Remove your hearty hand from me, and don't terrify me with your awesome presence. Now summon me, and I will answer, or let me speak to you, and you reply. Tell me what I've done wrong. Show me my rebellion and my sins. Why do you turn away from me? Why do you treat me as your enemy? Would you terrify a leaf blown by the wind? Would you chase dry straw? You write bitter accusations against me and bring up all the sins of my youth. You put my feet in stocks. You examine all my paths. You erase all my footprints and waste away like rotting wood, like a moth-eating coat. Job 14. How frail is humanity, how short is life, how full of trouble. We blossom like a flower and then wither. Like a passing shadow, we quickly disappear. Must you keep an eye on such a frail creature and demand an accounting from me? Who can bring purity out of an impure person? No one. I've decided the length of our lives. You have decided the length of our lives. You know how many months we will live, and we are not given a minute longer, so leave us alone and let us rest. We are like hired hands, so let us finish our work in peace. Even a tree has more hope. If it is cut down, it will sprout again and grow new branches, though its root have grown old in the earth and its stump decays. At the scent of water, it will bud and sprout again like a new seedling. But the people die But when people die, their strength is gone. They breathe their last, and then where are they? As water evaporates from a lake, and the river disappears in drought, people are laid to rest and do not rise again. Until the heavens are no more, they will not wake up, nor be roused from their sleep. I wish you would hide me in the grave, and forget me there until your anger has passed. But mark your calendar to think of me again. Can the dead live again? If so, this would give me hope through all my years of struggle, and I would eagerly await the release of death. You would call and I would answer, and you would yearn for me your handiwork. For then you would guard my steps instead of watching my sins. My sins would be sealed in a pouch, and you would cover my guilt. But instead, as mountains fall and crumble, and as rocks fall from a cliff, as water wears away the stones, and flood washes away the soil, so you destroy people's hope. You always overpower them, and they pass from the scene. You disfigure them in death and send them away. They never know if their children grow up in honor or sink to insignificance. They suffer painfully. Their life is full of trouble. So this was the 20th of April evening session. That was good. Good night.